Moments like this you live for. This is where they write stories about games like this. You know what I mean? You're on Monday Night Football. Everybody and their mama watching. You the only game in town. You can show people why the Cowboys are looking up at you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you don't concern yourself about what's going on in the rear view of your mirror. Especially like when I'm driving my truck and I'm dipping in traffic. I don't worry about when them people blowing their horns and they're putting their middle fingers up. I ain't worried about that because
how often does that happen?
Quite a bit. But I don't
say
concern
something about you.
Because you're in my
you driving.
You're in my rear view. I ain't worried about what's going on in my rear view. I'm in front of you.
Okay, well, let's use that analogy for this division. When I said what I said 5 weeks ago, the Cowboys were so far in the rear view you could barely see them.
Yeah.
They're kind of right up behind us
They
now.
are, but but listen, I'm still in the front, and I'm in control of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm in control of this situation. You might not have to put your foot on the gas just a little bit more. But you're still in the rear view.
Are our tires still working?
And we got
have brakes?
We got that 6.2 liter V8.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, with that fuel injection. We got that. I don't know what they're driving because it's in my rear view. You know what I mean?
You're not talking about our offense, right? Because we have no horsepower right now.
Well, listen. We better get it. We got a Ferrari. We just don't know how to. We don't know how to hit that clutch and put it in gear. We ain't put it in gear yet.
Oh, so you're saying the driver doesn't know what he's doing?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that since we're using metaphors. Last time we used a car analogy.
He was in the back seat.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, he ain't driving.
Can we put him back there and get Saquon revved up? That worked last time.
No, but seriously though, this is where the rubber meets the road for me. This is where we're gonna find out who the Philadelphia Eagles really are. Yeah. We said last week, fraud watch, right?
It was the fraud bowl.
It's fraud watch for real. Because sister, brother, whatever you want to say, that you put yourself in this position, and that's why you can't push the panic button because you're still in control of your destiny.
Well, speaking of fraud watch, you know what we can call tonight? I think tonight could be the loser goes home game. I think the loser of tonight's Cowboys and Lions game will not make the playoffs.
Probably.
So, one is 6-5-1, the other is 7-5. I think the loser of tonight's game will miss the postseason this year. Here's how the numbers work out as it pertains to us. Because really, I know the Lions, Eagles have tiebreak over them. I don't see how it's going to apply much, the Lions situation. If they make the playoffs, they do. If they don't, they don't. The Cowboys is obviously, we want the division. We want the NFC East. So here are the numbers for tonight's game. I'm looking at the Athletics NFL playoff simulator. So right now, they're giving the Cowboys a 23% chance to make the playoffs. If the Cowboys win tonight, Hugh Douglas, that number goes up to 41%. If the Cowboys lose tonight and we get a Lions win, the Cowboys' chances are at 9%. That's a pretty significant swing tonight.
Yes, it is. And I think it just feels like they're going to get this one because that just feels like that's...
How are you putting this in the atmosphere?
Well, because that feels like that's the narrative.
We asked you to lie, though, and you're telling the truth.
We pray for the win, but we're ready for the loss.
I'm not ready for the loss.
Yeah, we're ready for it. But I'm ready to see... You find out what you're made of when your back's against the wall, man. Like, seriously, all jokes aside, you really find out what you're made of when you have no moves to be made, and the only one you got to make, you got to have it. That's this situation right here. There's been a lot of trepidation about this team. There's been a lot of reckless speculation about who did what and da-da-da-da-da. Kevin Patullo is going to be on top of his game. You know why? Because he has to. He has to. And the reason why, no, listen.
Didn't he have to on Friday?
No, what I'm
you have got to be smoking, so.
Because
Kevin Patullo's going to be on his game.
He's taking a lot of heat, right?
See.
What?
This is why I can't.
What?
This is why I need Joe to stand tall. I can't trust you.
What do you mean?
Kevin Patullo is going to be on his game because he has to?
And what if he's on his game and
what
he
are
calls
you
the
talking
play
about?
and the quarterback throws it where Devontae's not standing? Then what do we do?
I, for one, don't believe Kevin Patullo, Coach Patullo, is as in over his head as other people like to believe.
I tend to agree with you.
I don't think that's the case.
But he can call a good game, and if the quarterback doesn't execute, we're going down in flames.
That's the they're not executing.
Yeah, I know. I watched it all year.
Yes, they need to execute better. You know what? One of the most telling things that nobody said anything about on that Hard Knocks episode,
yeah,
was the fact, and Anybody that has played this position know exactly what I'm talking about. The one person on the field, and it's not taking a shot, this is just what I know about football in the 10 years that I played and in my first game ever playing against Dan Marino. The one person on the field that should know what everybody's doing on offense
Quarterback.
is the quarterback.
Always.
Like, that's a fact. That is not me bashing anybody. That's not me trying to say it was his fault. Well, he said it was his fault, so you can't get mad at me at that. But from my defensive end positions and watching quarterbacks operate like a Peyton Manning, especially when they go no huddle. When they go no huddle, they know where everybody at, and they know where everybody supposed to be. I'll never forget, man. I remember first game I told you I had the best seat in the house. One of the receivers ran the wrong route for Dan. Dan dog cussed him in the huddle. I told you to run this route, darn it, and you better run this route. And he called it again, and he threw it to a spot. Bad receiver right there. He would come to the line of scrimmage. He set the protection. He called the routes for the receivers. He said, you run this go, you run a slant, you run a dig. At the line, and we're like, this is what I'm saying. We're standing right there. The defense, we hear everything he's saying.
And you still couldn't stop it.
And you still couldn't stop it. That's execution. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he did. That's what quarterbacks do. Peyton Manning, the one person you do not want to have, or the two people, or the three, or whoever you want to say, the 3 or 4 people you do not want to have the ball in 2-minute drills. Just pick your poison. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, who else?
Mahomes.
Jim Kelly.
Yeah, Mahomes.
Like
Montana.
the old school.
Yeah.
Like that's because. And why do you think that is? Because the quarterback's supposed to know where everybody at. Because he's orchestrating like a concert, like that. There's a dude at the front that be doing this at the concert. That's the quarterback, and he knows what everybody's supposed to be doing. The conductor. That's what it is. That's his job, especially when it's time for the rubber to meet the road. Can't have that because now you're working with precision routes. You trying to get it done because you ain't got that much time.
So we're good then?
No, I'm tired. I'm good.
We're in trouble.
We're not. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this one. Damn, Kyle, why you gonna play music? I believe in this team, man. Listen, we've had a rough couple weeks, no question about that. But we are the defending Super Bowl champions. That's a fact. And no matter what people on the outside of that building say about them, they know what they have in that building. We had the NFL's leading rusher. That ain't changed in a year. He's still like he can run. The offensive line's a little bit banged up. You got to go get it done this weekend, fellas. And Jalen, a lot of heat on you right now, brother. I believe in you. You know, there's a lot of conversation being had behind your back about whether or not you're the guy to get the job done. I think you are, because you've proven it in the past. You've proven that you can rise to these occasions and get it done. I believe in you, bro. You are a walking human quote machine, and you've given out some good ones. Your back's against the wall, brother. The whole team's back against the wall. It's not a whole lot of people that believe in you, Jalen. But guess who believes in you? I do. I believe in you, Jalen. Now, I know that there might be some out there that say, I talk bad about you a couple times. That's because I love you. I talk bad about my relative. You know what I mean? Because I love my relatives. But here's the one thing that I will never do. I ain't gonna never let nobody else talk bad about you. That's a fact. So this is what you need to do this weekend, dog. You need to go out there. You need to go to San Diego. No, it ain't even in San Diego. Los Angeles. You need to go to Los Angeles. And you need to quiet all those naysayers. And you need to get this team on the right track. Because we believe in you, Jalen. We believed in you and nobody else did. Even though from time to time we talk bad about you. But we're family. That's what family does. Like I said, we're going to talk bad about family, but we still got your back, dog. We're going to get this done. And we're going to keep those Cowboys in our rearview mirror. Because whether you want to believe it or not, we are the defending Super Bowl champions. And we're in this position for a reason. Like you always say, you might have something smart to say. I'll just say it like that. Keep it simple. God don't make mistakes, dog. You are the chosen one. Time to go out there and show everybody why you were picked, dog. Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts, on to L.A. and get this dub, baby. Get this dub.
We're back.
I'll be here always.
We're back. We're back. That's it. They're going to put that in the locker room before the game when they run out on Monday?
Probably not.
I want them to play